Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel Coding English Literature. Friends, today we will do the review of UGC-NET examination which happened on 14th June 2023, second shift. The review of the first shift which happened on 14th June 2023 I have already uploaded on my YouTube channel. So if you want to see that video, the review of first shift, you can go to my channel and you can see that video. Okay. Now friend, when we talk about the paper 1 of the second shift which happened on 14th June 2023, the paper can be termed as moderate. Okay, it was definitely tough from the last March examination, but overall it was a moderate paper. Okay, now from where the questions came, see, the DI section was moderate level. You were given a column in which income and profit percentage was given and you need to calculate the expenditure. Okay, then there was a question on Indian logic, then there was a question on coding and series. Okay, then there was a question on MS Excel formula wherein we have to give the formula that how we will do multiplication in MS Excel. Okay, now there was a question on methane CH4. Okay, then there were many questions on assertion reasoning. Okay, then there was a question on mass communication, Kothari commission features and Macaulay's minute. Okay, then MLA handbook, then there was a question on Radhakrishnan commission, then there was a question on Jean Piaget's 4 stages of cognitive development, and then there was a question on CPU, and very few questions were from teaching aptitude, research aptitude, communication and IT. So this time around also they have not opted for the formula of 5 questions from each unit. There were units from where the questions were very much, but there were units which were totally neglected. Okay, so overall you can say that paper 1 of second shift was of moderate level, but it was a tricky paper and you needed to apply your brain, your knowledge, so that you could be able to solve those questions. Okay, now when we talk about paper 2 of second shift, it can be said that the paper was moderate to tough. I talked to many of my colleagues and my friends and my students, and they were of the view that this time around paper 2 was moderate to tough. It was definitely tougher than the first shift as per their opinion. Okay, so let's see from where the question came. There was a question, Spencer Shepherd calendar dedicated to, and we know that Shepherd's calendar is dedicated to Philip Sidney. Then there was a question, Novum Organum written by, we know it was written by Francis Bacon. Then work type written by, we know that work type is written by Herman Melville. Okay, then there was a question on Gulliver Travel wherein some lines were given from Gulliver Travel and few other novels, and we were to match it. Okay, so Gulliver Travel was in match the following. Then there was a question on Aeschylus trilogy, very important work, Aeschylus trilogy, and they have asked that which of the following are under trilogy. Okay, 4 options were given and we have to pick 3 of them. Okay, then many questions on chronology. Okay, I have already told you in the review of my first shift also that in the first shift also they have asked many questions on trilogy, many questions on chronology, and this time in second shift also they have asked many questions on chronology, and the unique thing was that they were asking based on the date of birth. Okay, so and secondly they were also asking on very minor writers which we normally do not study. Okay, so these were tough questions. Okay, then there was a question on Dickens Nicholas Nickleby wherein they have given some lines and we have to identify from which novel has been taken, and it was from Nicholas Nickleby. Then there was a T.S. Eliot work in chronology, we have to arrange it in chronology. Okay, then there was D.H. Lawrence work which was banned, and we know that which work of D.H. Lawrence was banned. It was Lady Chatterley's Lover. Okay, Then there was a question that in Dryden's Absalom and Achitophel represents, and Achitophel represents Earl of Shaftesbury. So the correct answer would be Earl of Shaftesbury. Then there was Milton's work in chronology. Then there was a question on Luigi Pirandello. Okay. Then there was a question that who was the writer of the play Galatea, and it was John Lilly. It is a question on university wits. Okay, that who is the writer of the play Galatea? It's John Lilly. Okay. Then there was a question that previous titles of Walt Whitman, Out of the Cradle, Endlessly Rocking, and there were two titles. Okay, the first was A Word Out of the Sea, and the second was A Child's Reminiscence. Okay, so Walt Whitman, very important. In each and every session, in each and every year, they ask question on Walt Whitman. So you please read this writer very carefully. They always go with Walt Whitman. Okay. Then there was a question that in which work there is a practice of play in the original play, and the answer will be Silence. The quote is in the session, and 6 characters in search of an author. Okay. Then there was a question that the Voyages of Beagle written by, and it was written by Charles Darwin. So the correct answer will be Charles Darwin. Then another question, a sketch of Anglo-Indian literature written by, it was written by Edward Farley Otten. So the correct answer will be Edward Farley Otten. Now next there was a question that Out on a Stage, Lesbian and Gay Theatre in the 20th Century is a book by, and it is a book by Ellen Sinfield. Ellen Sinfield has written many works on lesbian and gay. Okay, so you should remember this, Ellen Sinfield. Then they have asked first novel by Barry Banbridge, and it was Harriet Said. Okay. Then there was a question who translated Aristotle's Poetics into Latin, and it was Gargiulo. Remember, Gargiulo was the one who translated Aristotle's Poetics into Latin. Then there were some lines from D.H. Lawrence's Snake, and we have to identify it. Okay, we were told that the lines belongs to, and the answer will be D.H. Lawrence's Snake. So these were some of the questions as far as my students, colleagues and students were able to memorize. These were some of the questions which I have compiled for you. So based on these questions and based on their observations, my friends' observation as well as my colleagues and students' observation, it can be said that paper 2 was moderate to tough, and they were of the view that it was definitely tougher than morning session, which has become a normal trend. We have seen in the past also that morning shift is comparatively easier than the evening shift, and this time also the trend continues. Okay, so friends, my next video will cover the expected cutoffs. Okay, I will make a video on expected cutoff. If you have not subscribed my channel, kindly subscribe my channel. This is a new channel which is totally devoted for you, for the English literature student. So kindly subscribe my channel for such videos. Okay, and if you like the video, kindly hit the like button as well as share the video. Thank you, friends.